do some editing and do Russell proud before he comes back from holiday. That said, I admit maybe I have a newfound appreciation for how much Russell does during the week.
I think the side notes is definitely a big one.
Yeah. Look, doing the run sheet, and I'm not the one that normally refers to it, but I do now have a newfound appreciation for it for sure.
And the hyperlinks, and
that's the research, it. The hyperlinks and the research, and you know what? We'll see how we go. We've got a general idea, and I think we'll be fine, but.
We're capable men, we'll do it.
I'm sure. We're adults, we'll figure this out. Oh, what's the worst that could happen? Wait, so this is going to get played at some point tonight.
That's all right.
We do have...
I almost expected it now. It actually needs to stay. It has to stay.
We've got that.
Yep.
And then we've got the intro. They're the only sound effects we've got. Russell's done some...
Kawhi's a winner. I think I kind of almost look forward to it when I'm listening to the episode of when it's coming.
Is it going to be... Is this the funny bit? You've got to listen carefully for the funny bit, though. All right. Well, this is 156. I'll count us in. I'll introduce us. And then we'll chat for, 45 minutes to an hour and whatever. We'll see where it goes.
Yep.
Awesome.
We'll make it happen.
Have I got card ladder set up? No, of course I don't, because technology. Where the bloody hell's card ladder? No, that one. There we go. All right, got it. So card ladder set up for anyone playing at home, which probably isn't anybody at the moment, thank goodness. Yeah. All right, cool. I think we're good to go. Yep, got that one. Let's put that up there. Got card ladder. I got Shaq. I got Kobe. We've got Shaqfoo and myself, which is Shaq and Kobe, the equivalent. All right, let's do this. Welcome, everybody, to episode 156 of the You Can't Comp This NBA Trading Card Podcast. I am your host, Adam Amy. Russell has gone on vacation and funnily enough, left me at the helm, which, I mean, if you game, why not? I've gone out, I've looked for a partner in crime this week. I thought, what better than getting the man himself, Joe Fu, Shaqfoo32, for a big Kobe and Shaq episode. Joe, welcome aboard.
Hey, Adam, how you doing, man? I wasn't really up to much this week, and then you just got into my DMs, you slipped in there, and you know what? I am down for another episode of You Can't Comp This.
Why not?
It'll be fun.
Big Shaq collector. I thought, you know what? Flashbacks to 96, big team up, the big Diesel, Shaq, teaming up with Kobe. Why not? Let's
get to it.
Let's get into it. Now, both of our I suppose, beloved favorite PCs, Shaq and Kobe, appeared on a list last week on the show.
Yep.
Now, Russell was very bold, I must say, to say the least, saying that Victor Wembanyama is going to eclipse Michael Jordan. Now, we've given him a vacation. He's off to Bali to relax and unwind and get back to reality.
And think about it.
Yeah. Look, that's at 200, even at $280K a year, it's a good 8 or 9 seasons before that man's overtaking Michael Jordan.
It's a tall order, and I can see where he went there. Wemby just come in like a rocket ship, and he's just kind of just exploded, more gradings than anybody else that we've ever seen. Ever.
Now,
so the hype train's real.
It's a real hype train. But my question now goes back to your man Shaq, because he appears on this list. He is, and what I'll do, I'll just show for those playing at home. I'll see if I can really get into there and show that lovely list. I think that's actually not a bad little shot. So I've got the list there. Shaquille O'Neal, number 15 with 405,000 cards graded. Would you like to hazard a guess the unique cards that have been graded of Shaq's? Because I would like to think there's quite a variety.
I think, in terms of unique cards for Shaq being graded, it would be a lot of his autos. So, people just kind of sending in his autos to be graded. Okay. But also there might have been a bit of a bump for his rookies.
Yeah, well,
So like
that was my thought.
nobody
initially,
graded
yeah.
nobody really graded his rookies. When we were collecting in the 90s, 92, 93, that wasn't like grading wasn't really a thing.
Yeah, there was like, and there weren't autos though in the 90s. Like it wasn't really.
No.
It wasn't the thing.
No, like to get an autograph was like is like a unicorn. Like you'd never heard of it. It's like what, the player took time to sign a piece of cardboard, like like
and
and
it was
Upper
never
Deck
part
when
of the set. Yeah.
No, and when Upper Deck released like the first cards that had like a little swatch, we went absolutely mental. Like
Oh my
mental.
God, how did we get a piece of that athlete's jersey?
Game worn piece of the jersey. It's just a swatch, and like those cards still hold a lot of value right now. Those Upper Decks.
True.
And
they were redemptions at that point.
Yes.
They weren't in the packs. They were like, well done, congratulations, send off, wait. And if you're in Australia, you're waiting for at least 3 to 6 months.
You'd be lucky to get
crossing your fingers and hoping that the postie didn't get it wrong. And you're like, this could go. Mum's like, we're moving house. We're like, no, please don't. I've just sent a redemption off.
like you'd send the letter and kind of like, like Rice Krispies or something like that to try and like claim your Dakota ring. And you just kind of like
20 barcodes along with your packs, and you're like hoping for the best. But
and your little bit of cash just so that you can send it back.
Oh wait, your $3 your what's it, a money order for $3.95.
Your money order,
to cover postage and handling costs. That's right.
Yeah.
God, so of the over 400,000 Shaqs, you reckon they're predominantly autographs?
I'm thinking people are getting his autos graded. Autos graded jerseys. And like modern, and like some of the like a lot of the modern stuff, like. But even then, like a lot of the modern stuff would be the SSPs, which there wouldn't be a lot of.
No, you're right. You're right.
So I'm assuming it's a lot of autos.
Now, I raised this question last week with Russell. And it was more of a curiosity thing. But what do you think as far as the number of unique Shaqs that have been graded to make up that 405K versus, and this was on the 500,000 Zions that have been graded? Surely there's just like, there's miles.
It'd be so
apart.
much. Yeah. It'd be so much Prism Silver for Zion.
And that's what I mean. Like the number of unique cards is going to be. It's going to be so much.
It'd be a bigger spread. Like it'd be kind of like a Noah's Ark for Shaq.
There's
where
no
it's just kind of
40,000.
like,
There's no 40,000 pop counts on the Shaqs. You reckon?
Not like look.
Well, we haven't done
rookies,
research. Russell's not here.
No.
Research doesn't exist this week.
No, but look, you know what? We could definitely look back into it. But like, I'm curious to see what this kind of the diaspora of Shaqs that are being graded.
Well, I've got some Shaq rookies.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to go too deep too quickly.
Yeah.
So you reckon autos is where do you think the volume? Where do you think the volume is? Different unique autos, or do you reckon people have just like smashed it with rookie cards?
I think there'd be a lot of rookies. I wouldn't be surprised if the big bulk of that number is the rookies, because like you're kind of bringing in the new generation of people who are collecting, who love grading stuff, and so where is their value? And we kind of went through that kind of junk grading era where just send everything in for grading. So you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if like this explosion of Shaq grading happened in the last 6 years.
Now onto that, we're talking about the junk wax stuff. Do you really think that the base rookie cards from the 90s are junk wax? I don't know.
I've as a collector, I've always had a love for them. Like we were talking about, like just before we were talking about how like the Shaq rookie Upper Deck is iconic.
It is. It's the one. That's the Shaq I want to own.
Yeah.
In a
yes,
PSA
I want it in a poster. Like you kind of like have it in a blown up poster.
With the that is the rookie card. Yep. The first rookie card that I identified as a rookie card, if that makes sense.
Yep. Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, when someone's got their rookie card, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that photo of Shaq, like that Upper Deck one.
The three image picture with him doing a slam.
With him slamming from Upper Deck.
You show that to anybody. Even you guys in the hobby, they'd be like, "That's a Shaq. That's a rookie card. That's a Shaq rookie."
Do you know what's funny? Most iconic basketball card for me from growing up was the Jordan from that same set.
Yes.
90, is it 92, 93 Upper Deck?
92, 93 Upper Deck.
That is my defining set, I think.
Yes.
Like as far as where I started in the hobby, yeah.
And that's pretty much the same for me. Like
Yeah.
that was around the time that I was collecting. I remember the kind of golden, the little ribbon on the bottom with the colors of
Yep. And I mean 93, 94 is lovely, but
Yes.
92, 93 is where it's at, right? Like that's
and even 91, 92 doesn't hit in the same way.
No,
like,
no.
You know, like you move one year either side, it doesn't hit the same as that 92, 93 year.
Yeah, and that hits you in the feels. That's
Yeah.
that's when I felt the hobby exploded into the mainstream.
Yep.
That was I mean,
and that's the one with like the funny Christian Leitner rookie with him in his leather jacket.
That's
and
it.
Kind of just,
oh my god!
There was some great
Was
rookie
there a
cards.
redemption?
Some great cards.
Was there a redemption that year for the Dream Team?
There was, I believe, and there was also like a Shaq redemption as well for the rookie,
the
because you got this
yep.
the Shaq rookie was a redemption as well. There's like a redemption card. There was a trade card. There was a first kit.
Wow.
You know, so
I'd actually like to hear what people think as far as their, I suppose, hobby defining, like their intro to the hobby, because 92, 93 Upper Deck that's where my roots are. That's the set that defines how I got into the hobby.
Yeah,
and like it'd be interesting how collectors.
That'd be a great group chat. That'd be a great group chat on. Put it on the socials and just kind of get everybody to.
Yeah, I might. What I'll do is I'll put it up on the You Can't Comp This, and I'll force Russell to talk about it as well. We will. It's like it's interesting to know what that defining set for you is. It's the one that sticks in your mind, and you've got those unique cards that stand out.
And it was affordable. I still remember going to like. I would remember going and buying little packs for like, $2.95, $1.99.
When you pulled the Jordan out of those packs, it was a base Jordan. It was worth $3. No one cared.
Yeah.
But when you pulled that card, you were the king of the schoolyard. You were like, I got the Jordan. I got the Jordan.
Got the Jordan.
Box is dead. Got the Jordan. Yeah. And it's a base card, right?
Yeah.
But that rookie card defines what a rookie card is for me. Like that Shaq rookie is, because we touched on this before the show. There's a number of Shaq rookies, and look, we'll move straight into it. Mm-hmm. Let's go to card ladder, and I've got for those playing at home, because we may not have done prep, but I've still got access to putting stuff up on the screen. We've got a bunch of Shaquille O'Neal cards from 1992. Now, I mean, we've talked about the Upper Deck. And I'll bring it up for those playing at home, because a PSA 10 for the base, the 90. Wow, PSA 10 pop count on that is only 347.
So there goes my theory on like that being the rookie, right?
Wait, what's the? All right, you'll be able to explain this to me, right? So there are three options here. Yep. There's a rookie standouts. Oh wait, that's a different set. That looks ugly too. There's the trade card. Is that the redemption?
Yep. That's the trade card with the little silhouette, with the Shaq dunk silhouette.
Yep. Okay. Because it's the same image, the 1B.
Yeah.
And then you've got the base, which is number 1.
Yep. Yep. And then you got and then there was like the Spanish one, the Italian one.
Yep.
So
in a PSA 10. Last sold 2,495.
2,495. So and that's the thing. I think that's also like a bit of that modern collector has come in and really juiced up this card, because like.
All right. What was the pop count? Wait. So all right.
You said like 500, didn't you?
No, 347. And this is the argument for does pop count matter? PSA 10. Last sold $2,500. Pop count of 347. Now, I've seen many, and I'll say many at trade shows. The PSA 9. I say I want a PSA 10. There's no wonder I want one. Didn't realize there was a price difference like this. Yep. What do you think the last sold on the PSA 9 is?
It would be just. And we chatted about this. I think it's actually just like, a few bucks, which is like, 20, 30, 40 bucks.
Last sold $47 US.
There you go.
$50. Yeah. It's a $50 card. Not a $2,500 card. Yeah. A $50 card.
A 1 grade difference.
Pop count.
A 1 point difference. Yes.
Is 4,015. Now, I mean, that's nothing on the 45,000 Luca base cards out there. But $47 is the last sold price. Now, yeah, pop count of 4,000. Is there room to move there? Do you think PSA 9 at 47 is a bit low?
It's super low considering that the 10 is like, was
$2.5 grand. That's literally 50x, right?
Yeah, it's just 50x.
It's not a 10x. It's not a 20x. This is a 50x.
That's not even normal. That's not normal for a lot of the other cards. Like when you're looking at, like even if you're looking at Zion, when you shift from a 10 to a 9, it doesn't drop that heavy.
Agreed.
Agreed. It's not a 50x.
It is down. It is down 25%.
Yep. Yep.
It is a bit of a yo-yo though. The 1 year, the all-time. I want to see the all-time data on it.
I think it was almost like 3 or 4 years ago. I remember Al asking me, he says, what the hell is going on with these Shaq rookies? Because the Shaq rookie base went from like $2-3 to like $50 as a raw.
So in February 2021, and this is the COVID crazy period where everything got 10x'd, $368. $368.50. Highest
for the
point.
base.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And yeah, he just kind of, he was like, is somebody doing a pump and dump? And I'm kind of like, very possibly.
Yeah.
Because like the card is like $2, $3.
It's funny because the highest it's been in the last, 2 years is $95. The lowest it's been is $25.
Yep.
It's a solid $50 card all the way.
Yeah.
And I also think, it might be a 4,000 pop count, but if the 10's only got 350, and that's 4,500 cards of this rookie.
There's definitely movement for the 9. If you want to get in on Shaq, you can just kind of pick up some 9s for $50. And there's not much of a.
I tell you what, I'm very interested if there's a 10 out there, but if I can pick that up for $100.
I've been slowly accumulating my raw Shaq rookies.
Okay, just looking for one that you think is sparkly mint, ready to up that
like
pop
when
count to
people kind
350.
Yeah, so like anybody who kind of puts up these like bulk lot sales, fresh pack rips, stuff like that, I'll take my chance and I'll buy 10, I'll buy 20 at like $5 each.
Yeah.
I mean, like
for $50, oh god, what do you reckon? You sort of take a few of those and regrade them.
And if they come back at 10, one of them comes back at 10, you just 50x'd. You just
interesting
50x'd
to note.
that.
There's no. Oh, let's go to the
BGS.
population report. Beckett. Oh, there's 160 9.5s out there.
Yeah.
I'd be honestly. There's one 10 Beckett. There's a lot of 8.5s. There's only 160 in the 9.5. What do you reckon? Would you buy, even for like $100, $200, would you buy a 9.5 and try and cross it?
I mean, look, if you've got the spare pocket change, why not?
Yeah.
Like just to give it a try. Yeah. All you need to do is hit once, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You buy 10, cross them over. If all you need is one of them, unless you end up doing what that guy did with the MJs.
Yeah, like get him to sign him, just like gonna say, whatever. Get him to sign him in the meantime.
There was also another guy who had like a whole bunch of BGS. It was like all MJ BGS, and then he crossed it over to PSA, but he didn't get like a single one.
He got 999. Oh,
he got like a whole that was like, I don't know, I think that was like about a year or two ago. I remember that one. That was just like, damn, he has a huge collection of BGS 10s.
Looking at the overall pop report though of this, I think this rookie at the PSA 9 at $50 is not a bad deal. I think there's value. There. I think there's value there. And I mean, there's only 160 in the 9.5, but there's thousands at 8.5 and 8. There's 7,500 in the 8 category. Like it gems at a rate of 2.15%. That is not good for the gem rate.
No.
So it's hard. It's almost like a kaboom that from this year that doesn't grade well.
What's it like for Kobe? For his rookie, like what's his?
Oh, the gem count.
What's Kobe's iconic rookie?
Rookie. So my
is
thought
it like a top,
on that,
is it Topps finest? Is it a?
I think your tops chrome is the or the tops, like the tops rookie is the big one. So I'll bring the Kobe up, and this is actually, it's probably not a bad parallel, but the pop count you'll find is very different. Oh, not listings.
Yeah.
I'm terrible on this website, aren't I?
Because for Kobe, there was Flair Ultra around at the time. There was Topps Collect, there was Collector's Choice. There was, the premium brands were Topps and Topps Chrome.
Yeah, the 1996 Topps.
Yeah.
Look, base PSA 10 lasts off $760.
Wow.
That's the Topps, not the Topps Chrome.
Yeah.
You can let's have a PSA 10. Yeah, last 2 years is down about 17%, which is about the same as Shaq.
Yep.
2 year prices. Let's see, all time prices. No way. You know that February of the COVID crazy period?
The peak, yeah.
Yep, the peak, $9,973. Now,
damn.
Base card, not Chrome. Population 4,717 in PSA 10. 19. This is Luca numbers at the PSA 9.
Yeah.
That's 19,369 PSA 9s.
That's insane.
And that's, look, for those playing at home, this is for the 96 Topps, not the Topps Chrome.
Yeah. Which was really mass printed Topps. Wow.
Wait, so Topps Chrome.
That's an insane number. No wonder you can't go back and go nostalgic and go, let's go buy an old box of Topps. Because you just can't do 10,
it. They do drop off pretty quickly. Let's be fair. Let's not hype those sales up too much. We'll go to view all sales.
Yeah, and see where it's kind of after the peak,
BGS
how the roller coaster
10,
has dropped.
2007. Oh wow. SEG 10, $400. BGS 9.5 for the base is $250. Pop count's 2,500. Right?
Yeah.
PSA 9, $130. Population on that's 19,000. Now this isn't.
Okay.
Let's go.
There's not 40,000 grades, so.
No. So let's go Chrome.
Because these cards came out in a time before grading was a thing, and so you're having these numbers ticking up only pretty much recently. All this grading would have happened in the last 10 years.
Yep, for sure.
Back when PSA was dirt cheap, and you would do it for nothing, for peanuts.
Yeah.
And Beckett, if you go even further back in history, Beckett was actually hard. It was expensive. It was hard to get your cards. Aussies weren't sending stuff off in bulk to Beckett to get it graded. Would you risk your most treasured cards to go on a journey to the
take
US?
A boat over to the US
and maybe you'll see it again, maybe you won't. It just never was a thing.
So Topps Chrome in a PSA 10 lasts sold for 6,500.
Okay.
BGS 9.5 is about 1,650.
Yep.
Which peaked at, you ready for this?
Yep.
Where's the peak? 15.2K in February 2021.
For Topps Chrome.
Yeah. That's insane.
Wow.
That's not the refractor, that's the base.
No. The refractor is
in a BGS 9.5.
Wow.
$43,500 in February 2021 for the Topps Chrome in a PSA 10.
Wow. That's incredible.
And now,
that's incredible.
Now, if you go for a PSA 9,
yep,
you're probably looking at around 1150.
Yep.
If you're looking for that iconic Topps Chrome card, maybe a PSA 8, $700.
Okay. So the more, so basically you go down to a 7, it'll be
$1,000, right?
Yeah.
Would you with Kobe myself? There are a lot of different rookie cards I think that pop.
Yep.
And look, honestly, I don't think it's that difficult to find a Kobe at a good price. Let's go through, because for those playing at home, and they probably see me just scrolling through Card Ladder. I'll pick out a few. I've got the 96 EX, which is another beautiful looking rookie card. Population on that bad boy. That's let's see, PSA 10 for $15,000 for the base, not the credentials. All right, let's go. This is gonna make me sad. Yeah, it's gonna make me sad. So the EX96 in a BGS 8 last sold for $8,900. Yeah, I did.
Wow.
I sold mine for about $1,200.
And look, and that was how many years ago?
That was a while. It was back in like 2016, 2017 or something.
And that's the thing for you. At 1,200 was like an insane number.
Like like back then I needed it, and it was like I paid $1,000 for it, made $200 on it, whatever.
Yeah.
And now it's like a $9,000 card.
Like, and I was talking to some other guys who've been collecting as long as I have, and like they've actually stayed collecting. Like, whereas I took a break and came back.
Yeah.
And these guys, like, I was like, man, that raised the roof, Shaquille O'Neal, how much did you get that for? And he's like, oh, it was like $200. I'm like, that's an $8,000 US card now.
And you see those opportunities just part. You're like, what? And there's this card, the EX in the credentials that I used to own, and I did sell off.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I also owned a Kobe Bryant from downtown, from Studio. I sold it within 6 months of owning it, right? I sold it for like $200. It's like a $4,000 card, and I'm like, oh.
That's the thing. Like I had a shoebox that had like a whole bunch of Kobe's and MJ's in it that were like left in my house.
Shouldas, right?
And my parents, were cleaning out, and that shoebox disappeared. So, I reckon there was a few Kobe rookies in that box, along with some MJs. And you know what? Like, it happens. I'm sure all hobbyists can feel this pain of losing stuff. Not everybody was fortunate. Yeah, not everybody was fortunate that they were able to kind of go back to their old childhood home and find like sealed boxes of Topps finest. Like, oh, what? I have this in my old home, my old room. Yeah, I have this in my old room. Like mom and dad kept it. Like, wow.
All right. So Kobe Bryant cards, and we'll go back and do Shaq as well, because I think this is really cool. So I've got the 1996 Ultra as one of the ones that I like as a rookie card. Because it says rookie on it, so I'll go back.
Yes.
In a PSA 10, it's almost $1,000. However, because I'm trying to help people that are on a budget, right?
Yep.
The population count at a PSA 9 is 3,175. I think the card looks sick. The Kobe Bryant, it's got the cool he's got the little backwards.
Yeah. That's the one where he's kind of like going for the layup,
he's
right?
He's going for the layup. It's got 96, 97 Fleer Ultra, and it says rookie.
Yeah, with the kind of jagged...
and it's got the calligraphy style writing with the... It looks cool.
Yes.
It's a nice little... And the last sold on that one in a PSA 9, $135. Like...
Steal.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good card.
Absolute steal.
It peaked at almost $700 back in 2021. But that's a nice Kobe Bryant rookie.
And I think I've got a Kobe in my room right here. Give me 1 sec, ads, because like I can see it, so I'm not gonna take too long shuffling through.
Nice.
But I've got the Fleer Ultra from 97, 98, the year after.
That's a hot card. I love that.
And this is the
gold warm-up jersey.
Yeah, the gold medallion edition in the warm-up jersey.
Nice. I like the gold medallion. I really do like the gold medallion.
Like this is like such a nice card. This is like, basically his rookie season, him in the dunk comp, in the warm-ups. And yeah, like Fleer Ultra really nailed it.
That's...
those 2 years, 96, 97, 97, 98, for me, Fleer Ultra, like that's peak Fleer Ultra for me.
And that they're beautiful cards. Like, I think that's a nice iconic looking rookie for Kobe. I'm going to go back to the main list. What do you think of the upper deck, the base? Because that's a nice and easy one as well. That's him smiling with the sunnies on his head.
Yeah. That one's good. I actually like for kind of a dark horse Kobe rookie, the
Yeah.
collector's choice, where he's got the broken hand cast. And
Where's
it's
that one?
there's a collector's choice Kobe rookie, and he's going up for the dunk, and he's basically just with the hand cast on.
Oh,
That is, yeah, that is a low key rookie Kobe that goes really cheap,
yeah.
very affordable, and I think it's a very unique card because it's the only one that has him with the broken hand cast, the black cast on his hand.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
that's true. I'm just trying to draft redemptions.
yeah,
Trying to find some nice ones. Like Skybox
yeah,
Premium's a nice one.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
affordable.
And I think there was also like I think there was EX the Stardate ones were
The
also a really
EX
nice
one was
die cuts with the die
the
cut.
die cut. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They were sweet. They were hot. The finest was that's the bronze. There we go.
Mm,
I know the one you're talking about with the cast. There we go.
yeah.
1996 finest fuel sales. Let's go and pop into that card. And that's the one where he's breaking through. Is that the apprentice one?
There's an apprentice one. That's the top.
That's the
There's a
tops.
collector's. Yeah, there's a collector's choice version of this,
Far
which is
out.
like collector's choice upper deck, collector's choice, really really cheap.
Where is the?
Very low key rookie.
I remember the rookie. Where is it? No, not
Yeah,
there. There's all the Fleer
it's
metal ones that are popping up on card ladder.
yes.
Fleer showcase.
But yeah, like because I went through a little bit of a Kobe phase when I came back, and I was kind of like, oh, who's good value? And I was like, man, Kobe actually. When I was going through all the old gold medallions, like Fleer Ultra gold medallions, they probably have some of the nicest photography in the whole
Hell
collection.
yeah.
There's the years after you've got the Kobe and Shaq hugging it out,
Yeah.
Fleer Ultra, and then you've got there's some really iconic photos in Fleer Ultra that go like they basically have a 3-4 year span
Mm-hmm.
of Fleer Ultra just making some of the nicest cards, really simple design, pick a really nice font for their name,
Yep.
and just simple but bling it out a little bit.
That's right. I mean, oh yeah, there's the Bowmans as well. I like the Bowmans
Yep.
as a look.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. The EX, the 96 EX stuff is crazy. The stargazing one. Stardate that's the one you were talking about.
Yep.
God, there's some good looking cards here. But
There
that's
you
the
go.
thing.
That's
Like
that's the collector's
yeah,
choice one.
yep. And it's a simple one, right? Like it's not a super expensive one. That's
Nope.
a simple one.
Yep.
And we're not talking
this one's
thousands and thousands of dollars for these.
No, like a raw for this,
60
most
bucks.
people have them listed. There's 15 US.
Yeah, they're cheap as chips.
You know.
Oh, there we go.
You know,
PSA,
a PSA.
8. Yep.
Yeah, PSA 9. You know, $55 US. You know, so like, yeah, under 100.
There
you
he
get a
is.
PSA 10. You get a PSA 10 that's kind of being auctioned at the moment, sitting at
$200.
about 100.
Yep.
Yep.
The
So
last sold price is $200.
Yep.
Population
So-
counts under 1,000.
Yep. So, you know, like that's a very unique Kobe that's kind of just floating under the radar. It's one of my dark horse Kobe's.
Not bad at all.
If I had to pick one. Yeah. And
I
it's
like
cool.
it.
You know, I like these kind of like little niche cards that kind of just, you know, people aren't really buying and they don't really, you know, they don't really take
Yeah.
notice. But like once you start to notice the little quirky stuff, like, oh, you know, like he had a cast on, or like MJ was wearing the wrong jersey, you know, like
Those little
you know, like
quirky
the one,
cards.
yeah,
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
like there's like, and it's actually, you know, it's actually their card, but it's just quirky. It's just, yeah, I love those. Like the MJ ones where he's like playing the side character for the joke, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
remember
yeah.
I can't remember the name right now, but yeah, but like it's like it's a random
the
card.
Kilroy. Was it Johnny Kilroy?
Yes, the Johnny Kilroy upper deck.
That's one of my favorite MJ cards. Just because
Yep.
like they did the whole ad campaign. Who's Johnny Kilroy? And it's Michael
Yep.
Jackson like wearing like glasses like Horace Grant to try and hide himself. And
Yeah, and it was just like,
but
it
you
was,
can't
I
hide
love-
Michael Jordan playing basketball, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, and so like, you know, like it's like Grandmama, it's like, you know, the Larry Johnson Grandmamas, like these kind of cards are so unique and so iconic that you
Yeah,
just,
they tell a story.
you know, and it means so much more than just the price tag on it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, sure, you could probably get like a gold, you know, like a gold version of the Johnny Kilroy in the Electric Court, and that would be worth, you know, hundreds if not thousands. But you
It's
know,
one card I
give
keep
me-
looking for every time I go to a card show. At the Hobby Hangout, I was
Yep.
looking for a Johnny Kilroy.
Yep.
So if anyone has a Johnny Kilroy in a PSA 10, that is willing to part ways with it,
Yeah.
send me a DM. I'm kidding.
Yep.
It's one of those.
Yeah,
cards.
let's get you. Let's make it this year's mission to get
I'm
you a
looking
Johnny
for Johnny
Kilroy.
I am on the hunt for Johnny Kilroy. Look, we're going to take a quick break. Let's listen to some tunes. It's been a long section for those playing along at home on the radio show. We're going to put some tunes on for a bit. For those that aren't, we're just going to pause for a little bit. We'll be back in a minute. And we're back. Hope everybody enjoyed their tunes. If you're listening to Central Coast Radio, if you're on the pod, you're probably looking very confused as to why we paused for a minute and didn't play any songs. So if you are listening, looking blankly, looking for music, tune in to our friends at Central Coast Radio, and that way you can catch us. I think the pod is streamed. Australian time, it's like 11 p.m. on a Tuesday and 10 a.m. on a Thursday. They're the two times that the show gets broadcast. There might be other times played throughout. But in addition to our beautiful voices and a few commercials, you get to hear some songs. Sometimes requested by the listeners, but we don't always do that for fear of very strange content. But yeah, anyway, we were talking about budget Kobe's. Maybe it's time we go and we talk about some budget Shaqs. Like, I think for under $100, there's a handful of Kobe's you can get. Might not be a PSA 10, but they'd be in a high quality. Would you agree?
Yes, for sure.
Now, I think the Kobe selection is much, much broader. Because there's metal stuff, Metal Universe stuff that we haven't even touched on.
There's Topps Chrome. Yeah, there's Fleer Ultra. I think with Kobe's rookies, it came at kind of a renaissance for the hobby.
Yeah, but don't feel you're priced out of things, because we're at the tail end of the junk wax era here, and there is some stuff. Might not be the most shiny of stuff, but there is a Kobe at your budget if you're looking for a Kobe for your PC, for sure. As for Shaq, though, we did talk about the iconic Upper Deck. Is that your favorite Shaq?
I think that's pretty much every Shaq collector's, go-to number one card. Like, if you had to draft pick one card, one rookie, that's it. It's either that or the Beam Team, but the Beam Team is actually getting pretty expensive because the MJ is pumping up that set.
Beam Team.
Yep, so you could probably get the first year or the second year Shaq for a pretty good bargain under $100, but you try to pick up, and I had a couple people message me recently asking and looking for it.
Yeah.
You can't get it. You can't get the rookie Shaq Beam Team. So for $100, you got to get it for a few hundred.
Jeez, I'm just looking at it now. So, population count on a Beam Team 1992 Stadium Club, pop count is 128 on a PSA 10, and the last sold price is $3,484.
There you go.
Now, that is down 30%, ladies and gentlemen. That is down.
And that's probably the peak from 2021.
Down 22% over the last 6 months. February, the start of this year, they were selling for $4,500, and they're now available for $3,500. I feel like the Beam Team for this era, this is one of those cards that is only going to trend up over the long term.
And it gets harder and harder to get.
Yep.
It'll get harder and harder to get.
Yep.
And it's getting harder and harder to get in a high grade like a 10.
Once again, very interesting.
I have a 9.
3.5.
Very happy to have it.
Yeah, $354 is the last sold on the 9.
Yep.
The 10 is 10x that, which makes sense, right? It's not 50x.
Yep.
But
no.
Nice card.
And we're talking about sensible. We're talking about sensible bumps on grades.
Yeah.
10x on a 9 to a 10. Okay, I can kind of understand that, but not 50x.
That's a standard, right? Like a 10x.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But
50x.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
50x
is
I think there's value
and then it goes
one
down
way
to
or
8.
another.
Yep.
Right.
And then an 8 becomes 8 and 7 become the new raws.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So if you get
yeah, the Beam Team's a beautiful
in terms of
one.
In terms of answering your question, yeah, look, that is the iconic, the go-to in terms of a budget Shaq that you can buy.
Yep.
And I'm happy to see that the rookies have kind of just cooled down a lot since the pump and dump reign a little while ago. But yeah, also look, you also got some other ones. You've got like you got the Ultra.
I
You
like
know,
the
with the little badge.
I like
Yep.
the Ultra because it's got the badge.
Yes, it's got the rookie badge that stamps it. Yep.
As long as
The
it's
stadium
got that identifier that says that it's a. Now, looking at
and the
pop
hoops.
counts, this is an obvious issue. So Zion's not the only one. Luka's not the only one.
Yep.
This card from 1992 Ultra, the Shaquille O'Neal rookie, which has got him. Who's he going over?
I think it was like, ooh, I need to bring up the photo myself as well.
Against someone from the Kings by the look of it. So it's got the rookie emblem on it. 92-93 Ultra, Shaquille O'Neal, number 328. Last sold for $66.
Very
in a
reasonable.
PSA 10. Pop count, 4,332.
And it's a good looking card as well. It's like him, him pretty much doing his thing, dunking over somebody. Another one from that same era is the kind of the inset rookie that comes along with it, which is like the 92 Fleer, which almost kind of like the early Kaboom.
That's so nice.
Yeah, right.
I like that card.
So that's from the same year. That's kind of like whenever I search up Shaq Kaboom, this is the card that keeps popping up.
Comes up.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep. So whenever I search Shaq Kabooms as part of my usual eBay search, this is the one that pops up, and it's almost like, you know what, that does look like a granddaddy.
It
does.
Great
Great granddaddy Kaboom.
That's the OG Kaboom, right?
Yeah.
That is like the OG Kaboom.
And it's dirt cheap. It's dirt cheap. It's not recognized as a rookie like the Beam Team is.
No.
But it's from the rookie year. So
then there's the all rookie Shaq, where it's got him and a bunch of photos of him.
Yep.
That goes for bugger all.
Yep.
There's stacks of those.
And that's a pretty one too.
It's a very nice looking card.
And yeah, in terms of the design, like very pretty.
There we go. The rejectors. I found it.
Rejectors. There you go. Yep.
In a PSA 10, last sold $150.
Yep.
Pop count is 460. My question to you right now, is that an undervalued card?
I believe it is. It's a rookie year. It's a Fleer Ultra. It's very underrated, and a lot of the other Shaqs are quite underrated. People go for the upper deck.
Shaq Rejector, 1992.
Yep.
And it's got the Kaboom on the ball.
It's got the Kaboom on the ball. You've even got the other guy who's kind of just like reeling back.
Yeah, he's been blown away by the Kaboom.
By the Kaboom.
Oh,
it's a cool card.
Yeah.
The more you look at it, the more you fall in love with it, and it's just you gotta love these old school cards because like they don't have the technology. Like you can imagine somebody working on like some old computer with the processing power of your calculator.
So nice.
Working on this design.
It's pretty awesome.
It's amazing. I love it.
I love this one. I like the other one, the all rookie one. Look.
Yep. And the hoops one I was bringing up before. The hoops one where he's wearing his Orlando cap in his suit. That's a rookie. That's a great looking rookie as well. With his cheesy grin on his face. I
think that's a really nice one. The 92 Hoops Draft Redemption.
Yeah.
And there's some value in that, but so what do we got? Pop count 529. I love this. This is the redemption, isn't it? Yeah. So you need the draft redemption set, which was the old equivalent of pulling an auto. The old school redemptions. That's it. That's pretty crazy. PSA 10 on the well, let's see what a BGS 10 does. Yeah. All right. So the BGS pop count 11. Wow.
Yeah. 11. That means that like no one's grading it.
No, but 529 on the PSA 10. But still, it's a low pop count.
Very low.
Relative to these 4,000, 5,000 numbers. Last sold $475. I think that's good value.
That's insane value. You know, you can buy some SGCs for around 150, 125. You know, you can buy some Raws for like, you know, $50.
And
It's
you know what I'll say? Even though he's got an Orlando Magic cap on,
Yep.
it's not an Orlando card. It's a Shaq card.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you can be a Miami Shaq collector. You can be a Boston Shaq collector. You can be a Lakers Shaq collector. Doesn't matter about the cap. He's in the suit. It's draft day. It's a draft card. This is the card.
And I love that little NBA draft logo on the bottom corner. Like,
old school. Like that's the pre-rookie logo, right? That's the rookie card logo before we got the shield. It's the shield before the shield.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a glorious card.
It is. It's and I think it's iconic. Is the word I'll use. It's
I
don't know. I think it's very, very, very fitting of Shaquille O'Neal, and not the most unaffordable piece, because a PSA 9 costs $100.
Yep.
PSA 9 is $100. Set pop count at 700.
There's a lot of bargains, you know.
And that's the thing.
It's not as broad as Kobe. Like you can't really find as many.
No.
Like, you know, but you saw kind of how design went really jumped ahead in the next 5 years. Like, you know, next 3 years from like Shaq to Kobe.
Yep.
You know, like you got the 92, 93, and then you got the Kobe's like, you know, 3-4 years later.
Yep.
And the design has just kind of really taken off, you know.
For sure.
You look at the photography, you look at the inset quality, you know, like the crazy insets that Kobe has. Shaq does not have as anything close to the beautiful Kobe insets that Kobe has.
They do. You're correct. Yeah. All right. So I'm just having a look at the time. Make sure we're not going too long without a second break. We'll take a quick break. We'll play some tunes because we want to get into some. I put something up on the socials this week. I put some pocket change. We're going to deep dive right after this break. And we're back. We hope you had a chance to go and grab a drink, listen to some tunes if you're listening out there on Central Coast Radio. If you're listening to the pod, well, we hope you were able to get a drink while you were listening. It doesn't matter if you're listening to the radio or if you're on the YouTube, whatever. But you're welcome to drink. We don't mind, as long drink responsibly, water included. Anyway. I put something up on the socials the other day. I think it was about time. It's been a while. It's only been a few days, but it's that time of the year, the week. The time has come, because we went to the hobby hangout not long ago, and Al did comment when we didn't cover it at the show you were at. Pocket change. So I did. I put it up on the socials. I did a call out. I said, it's that time again. Show us your recent bargain buys. I've got these up. If you've got access to the socials, Joe, you could probably
we'll bring them up.
See a handful of. I think there's only 4. There's only 5. Literally a handful. Cards that we've got
in the comments. Yeah.
In the comments.
Yep.
Don't want top content.
Some great cards up there.
All comments. We don't discriminate. View previous comments. Nice. All right. Well, I will start at the beginning because I don't know why it's being hidden. Can we unhide the comment? Thank you. Whatever. I like
starting with Luke Batterson.
No, I'm going to start with one that you might not be able to see because it's hidden.
Yep.
I'm sorry that I accidentally hit a button.
A sneaky
on it.
one.
Yep.
A sneaky one.
Travis Parker. This is
I can see it actually. I can see it.
Oh yeah, good. The Şengün rookie Hoops Anniversary Edition, $10 US.
With the kind of kaboom design as well.
With the kaboom foiling.
Yeah.
I love it. They're really they're testing out the kaboom shimmer. I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah, because it's an anniversary edition. Doesn't say what kind of prism it is, I guess. So it is an anniversary edition kaboom.
Nice pick up there for $10. Is it a rookie? It's a rookie too.
It is a rookie shield as well. So
very nice.
Get
the shield on there. Is it Jew Rule, not Ja Rule?
Rule, which is the cheaper
Rule.
cousin of Ja Rule.
Yeah, different vowel. Come from a
Yep.
different family of vowels. The white 2023 Prism Jason Tatum. For anyone that's not aware, he is actually at the Olympics. He might not have be getting much court time, but he is there. He is there. He's hanging out. Nice, $26 for this one, which is I don't know if it's numbered, but it's the white Prism. What do you think of that?
White Prism, PSA 9. Look, I like the white, actually. It's got the kind of
White
jersey
uniform.
match. White uniform, white border.
With a little bit of the green. It's sort of almost the same ratios as the jersey. I do like that design.
Yep. It's a really sneaky
pops.
good design.
It pops.
Yeah, it really pops. It's got a bit of that shimmer as well.
It's very nice.
It's very good pickup at $26.
Now, this has actually got an auto on it. I didn't even notice the auto at this
Wow.
point. So the next one is from Harley Taylor Lloyd, who's hitting the ceiling of that pocket change. And look, even if you do put stuff that's above that $50 mark, we are going to we'll show it or we'll shout it out. This is a trading card, so they're authenticating the auto clearly. This is a Don Russ rated rookie, Josh Giddey, PSA DNA certified autograph, authenticated autograph that he picked up for $50. I'm curious to know if he actually got that signed by Josh.
And then just kind of sends it in for authentication.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Very possible. You know, Josh, Josh was down. Like, they were in Melbourne.
Down, yeah, they played a couple of games against China.
Yeah, he did. He also did like the whole, meet and greet thing like a little while ago. I remember some people buying a dinner evening with Giddy.
Yeah.
Funny enough, random segue. The Boomers were actually training at my the school that my kids go to in Ivanhoe. So like one of the other parents randomly showed me this photo. Like, oh, do you know this guy? And I'm like, that's Josh Giddey. When did that happen? And he's like, oh, my kid was doing swimming classes at the school, and we kind of got to sneaky watch the Boomers train.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So yeah, they were training at Ivanhoe Grammar for some of the warm-ups before the China game.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we will after Pocket Change. I do have I guess it's a live update at this point because we are recording on Friday night.
Yes.
All right. Next is friend of the show, Anthony Milne. Always in the comments. He has picked up a pair of Intrigue Silver LeBrons for $5 each. They are very beautiful cards. That is very.
That's probably like very low key, amazing pickup. That is like $5.
Those silvers, yeah. Like I've got the AD New Orleans rookie. It's the rookie from that year. I think it's 2012 is the year.
It is a beautiful card. Like it kind of gives you that throwback to the Flair, like that kind of old school Flair design.
Flair, and you've got the
Flair
metal.
Flair meets metal.
Yeah,
Metal Universe, and you've got the kind of the silhouette, like the big silhouette in the back with the great color picture.
And then you got the color picture. It's a really good card design, and I agree. I think
it really pops. Like if you saw those if you didn't know the value of this card, and you just kind of gave it to a random guy and said, "Oh, look what I got," and kind of go, "Look, guess the value." They would not say $5.
I'd probably add a zero at least.
They would. Yeah, most people would say this pickup is worth a lot more than $5.
In 20 years' time, it probably will be. Let's be fair.
Look, I think you got a good deal. For $5 each.
$5 each.
For $5 each, that's $2.50-ish LeBron. Like
that is a stamp with that's some nice pocket change for sure.
Anthony knows how to play the game. He
does. So does the guy he collects there in LeBron's.
Yep.
Yeah, he's doing all right. He's going all right.
He is.
And do you want to finish us off with Luke Batterston?
Yeah. So Luke Batterston's got the Paolo Banchero with the kind of impact. I think this is the impact prism from memory.
It is, and I think he's actually referred,
as we know, as the baby kaboom.
That's right. I was going to say Russell has coined the term, and it's catching on. It's a baby, $8 off eBay. Try and get a kaboom for that price.
It's a great design. Like look, the baby kaboom.
I love it.
It's just and Revolution really make great looking cards. Like
They do, and I think the glitz and the glamour of opening so many of them can take away from the beauty of the impact and a few of those parallels.
Yep.
Because the Baby Kaboom looks amazing in person.
You know, and if you manage to get like the cubic version of Revolution, another beautiful one. I've got a cubic Shaq auto, and on card Revolution, just absolutely beautiful in the hand. Like a photo doesn't.
I do think Revolution is an underrated set at times.
Yeah,
and yeah,
and look how like the light shines on all those lines. Like it actually got this kind of like one of one teal kind of edging happening all around with the Kaboom. It's busy, but I love it. It's a
busy card, but it's just it pops in all the right spots, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Agreed. Well, that's that. I mean, I'm sure that's not the last of our pocket change. At short notice, I definitely think that's a nice wrap. Russell and I might check in on this and see if anybody else has posted some pocket change. I'm like, hang on. Since we're there, how much do you pay for that? $8, $5, $50, $26. All right, no one's broken the pocket change, but I will. Where are we? Where's my camera? For those playing at home, I think I said I picked this up at the Hobby Hangout.
Oh, you did.
You
you brought this up on the last episode. It's got the color match.
It is. Oh no, it was 2 episodes ago. I did it. It was Jamie Harquez Jr. That was my pickup. Is there anything else that looks like pocket change? Nah, they're all things that I got stooged on. Never mind.
The pocket change rules was what, under 50 or under 100?
$50. I think $50. Yeah. I think $50 is fair.
Yeah.
$50 is fair. Have I got anything that resembles pocket change? Dominating. There we go. There's one. I've got a Grand Reserve. I don't know if Dominating is a case as an SP. I don't think so. I think it was the other set. It was Unbreakable. I got the Dominating Shaq.
Oh, very cool.
41 points versus the Pacers. I don't know. Grand Reserve was a weird set.
I'll definitely jump on the pocket change bandwagon. This was my pickup, which was also a Baby Kaboom.
Love it.
The LSU Revolution Impact Baby Kaboom.
What set was that in?
So it was like part of Chronicles Collegiate.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. So
not only do you have actual Shaq Kabooms, you now have a Baby Kaboom of Baby Shaq. Kaboom.
Yeah.
It's like because it's LSU. It's like Baby Shaq.
Yep. Take a guess at how much I picked this one up for.
$25.
9.
Wow, really?
9. It was 9 USD in the end. I made an offer to the guy. So he had it at 15.
Yep.
And then I talked him down, and I ended up picking it up at the 9 mark, which I hope you can see that there. Yep.
Wow, so, 9 US.
9 US for it, which I'm ecstatic about. It's a serial number. It's got a serial number to 149.
Yeah.
Baby Kaboom. Yep. So amazing.
All right. So, that's pocket change done. We might take one last quick break. I know the radio show is probably going to be all over the joint this week, but this is what happens when Russell's away. What are you going to do? Let's take a quick break, and we will be back in a minute after a couple of tunes and maybe a word from one of our sponsors. And we are back. Back for the final stretch. There's not much to tie off. Look, can I be the bearer of bad news for those that are playing on the live feed? Australia has just lost to Greece.
And actually the margin wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Well, that's a positive, because now we're the best we can hope for is third in our group.
Because there was like a few. I remember, it was on the socials they were listing, was it Australia needs to do these things to move on, and one of them was beat Greece. The other one was lose to Greece, but don't lose by more than this amount. And then another one was we need Spain to beat these.
It's so bad. We're not making it. We're not making it.
Yeah. No.
And this is what you get, Australian selectors, for not selecting Matisse Thybulle. And look, because Russell's not here, I'm going to have my rant about Olympic basketball. and not make it card related. I'm sorry, but Matisse Thybulle is one of the best defenders in the NBA. Was the best defender at the last World Championship. Was the best defender at the last Olympics. Why are you leaving this man out? Dellavedova's old.
Yep.
Jingles, I get it. They're veterans. We need people that can score the basketball and defend elite players. Matisse
That's what they
Thybulle,
put Patty on for, right?
You mean
Patty Mills?
Mr. Inconsistency?
That's what. I mean, he's meant to go full Steph Curry mode, right? In the
Goulding,
in the
Goulding
Olympics.
is the Australian player that could have gone full Steph Curry mode.
Oh, Goulding. Now that's a
He
guy
was cold
that
in the last Worlds. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the practice game against China, he was dominant, and they still didn't pick him. And now they're reaping the benefits of, once again, not having enough offense.
You know what?
Anyway.
I think we just have to suck it up because, like, look, it's the pool of death. You got Greece, you got Spain. You know.
All right.
We had our chances with Canada. Like there was genuine chances in Canada until we started throwing it away in the second half. It was that was hard.
You mean until the third quarter where we couldn't hit a shot? Yeah, about that.
And and then every time Giddy would drive and lose control.
He was like, I'm going to be ball dominant and turn the ball over. That's really not the way to do it. Disappointing. Do you think the United States will win the gold?
Look, they have kind of like tied it up, except for like, LeBron and AD getting busted for going out. I think it was this morning. They went out clubbing and they got busted. That would not have happened if Kobe was on the team.
Kobe's the one that was like, they're all coming back from clubbing and Kobe's off to the gym.
He's off to the gym, and then everyone's like, "Oh shit, we kind of need to do better."
We messed up, and like that whole that Netflix special about Kobe is just that man's work ethic's on another level.
It's a whole different world.
He's doing a job, and literally, he's like, "We're here to win."
Yeah,
job's not done until we win, so let's do that.
Yeah, that's why he's got the Mamba mentality, and that's why he's goated.
It's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to see Germany win just to really mess with everybody.
That was fun watching them win the Worlds, though. That was actually a really fun ride watching.
I still think they're a
Germany
sneaky
win.
chance. I still think they're a sneaky chance.
They can definitely still do it. Canada can definitely do some damage as well.
I think Canada will do damage. I'd be watching out for Serbia.
Yeah,
the best player in the world plays for Serbia.
Yep,
and Jokic can do it off his bat.
He just needs to play more minutes, honestly, because we saw the
next time he matches up
court.
Against anyone that's a threat, he's playing 40 minutes of basketball.
Yeah, because the moment he's off the court, they
can't play. Yeah,
they can't play. So he just stays on the court, plays his 40 minutes when it comes game time, and this will also be good conditioning for him for the season.
Jokic and Jovic.
Jokic and Jovic.
It's the Serbian dynamic duo.
I was very impressed by RJ Barrett. He's been playing great.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Like Canada's a good watch. Greece is pretty much Giannis.
It's just Giannis. Yeah,
but Giannis is a pretty good player to be playing with any other four players on the court.
And Japan was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, look, Rui gave it his all.
Yep,
but look,
he got hosed on the game with France, but
true.
When one of their boys actually got picked up. The what's his name now? I think it was like Kawamura, who's the one that was they dropped 29 points.
Yeah.
So he got given a 10-day exhibition, 1-year contract.
Nice.
So he is going to the NBA next season.
That's awesome.
Whether he ends up in the G League for a little while is another thing. But you know what? He shined in the Olympics, and this is what happens when you play in the Olympics. And I think a few of the South Sudanese will actually get some game time.
Do you know, on that, Luol Deng funded their team going to the Olympics?
Everything.
Yeah, he funded the lot.
Yeah.
Out of his own pocket. To support Sudanese basketball. I think that's really,
amazing.
really, really honourable what he's doing. That's not just a good deed. That's amazing.
And that's the thing. Luol, I think if you ask a lot of people who look back on Luol's career, he was a solid person. He's always been a solid person.
For sure.
Always pushing for his country, and you can see that in the way the team plays. which is why like they're kind of like the Olympic darlings of the NBA tournament. Is like they play with a lot of passion, they play with a lot of heart. They don't have a lot of money in the game, which actually they have no money. It's just Luol's money,
and
it's like.
But it goes from like we love the spectacle of the game. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. It's high. Like watching the NBA is watching the pinnacle, but at a grassroots level, it's a community sport. Do you know what I mean? Like you talk about no matter what suburb you are in Melbourne, there's a basketball stadium nearby, and there are active kids playing basketball. It's a community sport, and Luol Deng has taken that community sport concept to a country like South Sudan. I think that's such a humanitarian thing to do, to really sort of,
and they've done it in 5 years.
People. Like
this country was at war. Like it was a war-torn country 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So like in 5 years, you've turned basically a country that has no real league or real hopes or real real
no escape,
players.
No escape from the horrors, and it is like it's doing that small bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think massive shout out to Luol Deng. All the guys who collect Chicago, you definitely need to have a Luol Deng in your collection.
Damn right.
Just like how people from Boston must have a Brian Scalabrine.
If you're from LA, you have to pay for the people from Chicago that want the Luol Deng, because I think last year we stopped paying him anyway.
he was getting $5 million. I remember seeing that contract.
He was getting paid for his Lakers, his 1 year Lakers contract.
He was like $5 billion for like 5 or 6 years after his contract finished, which was like the most amazing. But you know what? Now that we know what he's done with that money, you're kind of like, you know what? I think at least should have paid him more.
Yeah, you know what? Good job, Lakers. Well done. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Oh. All right. Well, I've run out of topics because I'm not Russell. I don't have extra topics. I've got Shaq and Kobe rookies. We've done pocket change. We've shared some Shaq and Kobe stories. There is one Shaq and Kobe piece that I've got, and I don't have the is it the refractor version from Select, but the Prism version, the California Dreaming.
Oh yes,
I've got
I've seen that
it's
one.
like a 3. It's a 9. I've got a 9.5. BGS 9.5. Yeah. Shaq and Kobe.
It's got a nice.
The California Dreaming. It's just the ultimate team up card.
It's a great card, that one. I've just added that one this year as well. And it's just a beautiful card. Just the two of them side by side. Beautiful photography.
Yeah.
Like it's much like that Fleer Ultra that I was talking about, where like Kobe's jumped into Shaq's arms and they kind of hugging it out.
Yeah.
Like that's like,
it's that piece of history. Cards.
Yeah.
Tells
and
a
like
story.
especially when you know their history. You know the history, you know the beef, you know the fighting, like you hear
the love and hate relationship that it was. Like when Kobe was like, what happened when he won number 5? He's like, one more than Shaq.
Yep. And Shaq hates that. He absolutely hates it. He brings it up on the podcast almost every time now. He's just like him and Pau Gasol did it.
Yep.
And Kobe has a beautiful relationship with Pau Gasol. Like you know, like it's you can kind of when Shaq doesn't talk about it, but like I'm sure he's so jealous of that kind of the way that Pau and Kobe has that brotherhood that they sort of formed. And look, I mean, Shaq and Kobe had that eventually. Yeah. And if they'd stuck together, God, well, who would have known?
Yeah,
who would know what they would have accomplished? It's kind of like the Shaq Penny.
It's true. It's like, what could they have done?
Yep. Shaq and Penny, like Shaq actually had Penny on his podcast, on the big podcast, and it was like, they talked it out and they're like, man, imagine what could have happened, and you never know. But this is probably why like Shaq Orlando and Shaq Penny Auto is probably one of the most valuable ones outside of a Shaq Kobe.
Yeah, agreed. Well, one of my first Shaq inserts that I kept, that I held on to from when I collected in the 90s, was the Shaq Penny Thunder and Lightning.
Skybox.
The Skybox.
And with the little blue, with the blue kind of halo shimmer.
Love it. And on the back, it's got like was the landscape.
The streaks.
Penny? The streaks.
Yeah, it's your landscape and the streaks.
The other times, it's Shaq's with the Thunder and Penny's the Lightning. Yeah. Shaq's definitely the Thunder.
I remember pulling that from the pack and thinking I've just won the lottery as a kid. That was
There were I think there were like $3 packs of Skybox at the reject shop in the city.
Yep.
And I saw them one day because I noticed they used to do like packs of hoops for $1.
Yep.
And then I went back and I'm like, oh, they've got Skybox for like $2 or $3.
Yeah.
Go back, run down with $20 and like load me up, give me some packs. And then walked out and I pulled this and I'm like, it was like a $50 card at the time because Shaq was so big. And I was just like, I just went and got a junk pack and I've like got the best card available in that pack. That was so good. And now the card's worth a lot less.
I don't think everything could have appreciated like the Thunder, like the scoring
kings.
Like,
oh my god! Yeah. So we were talking about this the other week. Like, was it last week? Or the week before? With like, oh no, last week when Al was talking about the question about inserts in the '90s. What's going to be the new? What do we think of '90s? Yeah, and we've gone like, well, be like the equivalent of your scoring kings and your PMGs, Downtown and Kaboom. Is there any other modern insert or SSP that you think?
I mean, people would throw in like, your blank slates and your color blast.
Slates, color blasts, yeah. You think they're the ones that we chase over the next 10 years?
But if I had to do a kind of direct comparison between them, I think the Kaboom and the Downtown, like those two, the Kaboom and Downtown,
I like
really
the color blast.
unique.
I like the color blast.
Color blast is really nice.
Yeah.
Color blast is really nice, but so is the blank slate. But yeah, I think
not the cherry blossom
for a bit of bling.
Monkeys.
Yeah. Cherry blossom, and then the baby kabooms. But
kabooms.
But no, the Kaboom and the Downtown. I think those will remain a really hot charge. Like, I mean, look, you talked about it earlier. Sorry to bring up old runes, but your Kobe, like it went from 200 to 4,000.
There's this point where everyone just goes, shit, we should have bought those.
Yes, and it'll be the same thing, like with these Kabooms and these Downtowns, which we're already seeing anyway. Like you're already seeing it with the Downtowns. With the right Downtown, you're going to be into the thousands.
Yep.
And same with the right Kaboom. The right Kaboom, now they're bringing in the gold variants to 10.
Oh god, now they're making the super collectible cards even more super collectible. They're nice.
Yeah, so then they end up becoming like the atomic refractor.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm waiting for them to kind of bring out a 1-of-1 Kaboom, which is like the black Kaboom.
No, so the 1-of-1 is the green one.
It's the green. Yeah.
They
I see, and that's the thing. I have never seen them, so that's probably why I don't even know there's a green.
Yeah,
Kaboom.
the green is the 1-of-1, and there was like a Tatum. The Tatum got pulled, and we were talking about this a few weeks ago, where it was like, oh wow, that's cool, and then I'm kind of like, is it though? Do you know what I mean?
I think for me,
cool?
I think for me, a Kaboom should have just keep it in the silver, keep it in that that design. It actually didn't need to be serialized. The Kaboom,
Agreed.
It was already hard enough to get.
Yeah.
It just didn't need a 1-of-1 treatment. Didn't need the 10 treatment.
True. Although it does need better centering, that's for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
0% at the moment generate on the Wembies anyway, but
wow.
The centering on this year's Kabooms and blank slates with borders is a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
So
cool. But other than that, Slammies are nice, but they're not as. Do
you reckon Slammies are underrated?
Slammies are cool, for what they are, like a cheap pickup for an SSP. I've kind of been doing I've been trying to pick up a Slammy Shaq, and then there's the other one, which is the Egos.
Okay.
Donruss Egos, where they kind of have the nickname in the background, like Shaq's a diesel, so he's got his truck.
Got the truck.
Wemby's the alien, he's got the.
That's right. Yeah, I think they're a bit underrated, UFO. Maybe.
Yeah, but I think it was possibly because the design is a little basic. Like for the
Wemby's one looks pretty sick though.
Yeah, it does,
Wemby's
but
the alien shit
with the UFO, yeah. But I've kind of seen when you've seen them do better, you can kind of go oh, was that a custom card? Did somebody make that? So when I have that question, I'm kind of ooh, okay. So it's a good card. I want it, but okay. not as much as I want a Kaboom or I want.
For sure. And I think that's interesting to know where the Kabooms are at. All right. Before we tie this bad boy up, I need to know. Last time you were on the hunt, and I know you've collected them since your Shaq auto. So you've got one for every era of Shaq. What is on your hit list at the moment, Shaq wise?
Look, I'm still trying to get the Cleveland Shaq, and then I've recently added the Boston Shaq with the 36 in the auto.
So the Cleveland one's still outstanding.
The Cleveland, I actually saw one finish a sale, basically literally the day before. Like I kind of like was just, how like when you go eBay shopping and you just kind of go like search it up, and then I was just like, oh, it's like you gotta be kidding me! This just sold yesterday, like this. Like I haven't been looking for 1 or 2 days, and this popped up.
Yeah, it's like I take a day off, and this happens. What?
And it's sold at a really cheap price, like the Cleveland in the Majestic, with the basketball, like the half present, the die cut auto for Cleveland.
No.
So that one's like with the Shaq in the 13. Like with his little, not Shaq 13, but like his Shaq with his 33. That went for like every other Shaq, 300-400 USD, where like I've actually had people approach me and sell it to me on the Shaq forums, go like, it's 2,000. I'm like, no.
2,000 what? 2,000 yet? Like
2,000 USD.
2,000 rupees? What are you talking about? Come on.
They were
$400.
Man, like, like it's a $300-400 card. I'm fine with that, but I'm not paying you $2,000 for it.
Damn
like,
right. That's wrong.
So those are my hunts. But look, to kind of like tie me over in the meantime, I've been slowly picking up the Leafs.
Okay.
Because like the Leafs are funny, and I was showing you before, but I think we need to send the people at home. So this is like the Leaf 4th of Independence Day collection.
Okay, it's a bit dark there. Oh yeah, I can see it.
There you go. There you go. It's got the hot
colors.
dogs.
It's interesting because it's got
yeah.
It's got the Miami. Hot dogs in the back.
It's the hot dog variant, which is like when I heard about taco fractors, I was kind of like, oh, I want a taco fractor card.
He's got a hot dog. He's got a 4th of July hot dog.
So I've got the hot dog. I've got the fireworks.
And that's the Miami colors he's in. Obviously, the Leaf ones don't have the branding, so
they should have done better with the picture photo. But you know what? I'll live with it because it's hot dogs.
They could put a hot dog over the jersey.
I bought that for like $60.
You know what would be better than hot dogs? Barbecue chicken.
Oof, barbecue chicken Shaq card. That would be amazing. You should actually release some chicken barbecue chicken Shaq
like
cards.
Popeyes or something. Just any fried chicken. Yeah.
Well, he's got Big Chicken. That's his brand. So he should do a Big Chicken.
Yeah, Big Chicken card.
Promo. Done. Yeah, Big Chicken card and just do a whole theory.
Successful businessman like Shaq should have figured this out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been slowly picking those up. So there's like a firework variant. There's like Uncle Sam, which is like that We Want You in the background.
So good.
And yeah, I've got this one and then the USA flags. So it's just like, I picked them all up for like, because like Leaf is so underrated.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not my favorite auto, but you know what? Just for,
it's another auto, something different, some bit of variety.
Yeah. Bit of variety in the collection.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. All right. Well, we'll tie it off there. We've gone well and truly over the hour, so I've got some
as we always do,
clever editing to do this week. Yeah. Thanks for coming on the show at such short notice. For those that aren't aware, where can we find you on socials?
I'm on Instagram as Shaqfoo32. That's where you'll find me. I do float around on the forums on Facebook as my name, Jofu.
Yep.
But everyone still calls me Shaqfoo. Just at the moment, I've kind of been a bit more quiet on the IG because I've been trying to sell up some stuff just to get ready for the next hobby hangout, which is coming.
That is right. We're going to be at the hobby hangout on, I think it's November 17th.
Yes.
I don't know why that's the date that's sticking in my mind, and I'm hoping my memory's good. So
that is correct. It is November 17th. So you know what? We've got about a few months.
Got a few months. Ready? Do some planning. Got some ideas. Yep. Russell and I will be. We've got some other stuff brewing. So it's going to be a busy couple of months, but we are looking forward to the next hobby hangout. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think for me, the goal of the next hobby hangout will be to just really soak it in. Last time I spent a lot of time behind the table.
Yeah.
So this time around, I'm going to spend more time on the floor.
Brilliant.
Look at everybody's collections. Chat it up with some of the shop guys. And just kind of go back.
I'm working on a couple of ideas at the moment. Yep. We might have something that resembles a stand. We're not sure. Ooh. We're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we've got some ideas brewing. I'm not going to go and speak off the cuff because I'll put my foot in my mouth. But we've got some ideas. We want to do something a little bit different. We want to have some listener interaction and some fun down at the. We want to create our own little maybe mini trade zone, some pocket change. Who knows? If you've got suggestions, pop them on the Facebook group. But yes, it's a pleasure as always. Thanks so much for coming on, Joe. And,
thank you, Adam. As always.
Thanks to all the listeners out there. Thanks for tuning in. And we will be back to your regular scheduled programming next week with Russell back at the helm with myself. Until then, take care. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.